Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California and Zoe. I don't know what this is about. When she gets excited, she puts her tongue out and sits there like this. Today I'm going to talk about this very special tomato plant. Though it looks really bad, I'm going to tell you I am so excited with this. I planted this last year and I purchased a bunch of seeds. Now, I only got one plant to grow and I catered to it in that pot, but the pot needed to be extended, and I did this back in October. I had no idea that this plant would live through our winter, but it did. We're now approaching spring, and I'm going to work with this because you know how I do my sun golds? I go to the store and I get one plant, and before you know it, I've got 10 big sun gold tomatoes. Well, I'm going to do the same thing with this. This plant is known as a traveler or a voyager. It grows a magnificent cluster of tomatoes. It's one tomato, but it could be 10 tomatoes. It's going to be a fun plant to work with. I'm really excited, but let me show you what I did back in October to keep this plant going. This is a very special tomato plant. Well, you wouldn't think so because I left it in a window for like 6 months. But it got very leggy, and I did plant it, and it's doing okay. But you know what? I know that it will grow roots down here. Just below this, should be able to get plenty of roots. And I did put it in a pot, but the problem is I want to give it more soil because I think it's going to have to stay here for the winter, and hopefully in the spring it's going to grow. This is called a Voyager, also known as a traveler. So the tomato grows in a cluster, like a cluster of grapes, and you break it apart and eat it. Well, I planted quite a few seeds, but only one grew. So I'm going to cater to this in a very different way. I'm going to take this pot and I'm going to extend the soil. You've seen me do it with other tomato plants, and it's worked fantastic in little pots. I'm going to cut the bottom. We're going to slide it over, and you can watch me do this, and then we'll come back and see if it will make it. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Like I said, planting is planting, gardening is gardening. You don't worry about everything. You go on with your life, and you go on and plant something else. And in the spring, I will start all over because I did buy a bunch of seeds and try again. But I'm going to see if I can save this plant all through the winter and see if I can get some tomatoes off of it. Like I said, totally my fault. Didn't get to it till just recently. So let's alter the pot and see if we can do anything with it. So what you're going to see is how I took another pot from the nursery, something simple, and I removed the bottom. I cut it out with the scissors, and this will give me lift. So it's going backwards. Instead of pulling the plant out, putting it in a bigger pot, I'm putting another pot there and adding more soil, which you can do with tomatoes. You could do it with eggplant, and you can sometimes get away with it with peppers as well. I've seen some of mine set root along the stem. Now I slid it down as carefully as I could over this tomato plant. Now, I didn't even know at this time if it was even going to make it through the winter at all, because we're going to be cold, and really most of my tomato plants have already died back. My sun golds are one that I buy one plant from the nursery, and then I propagate off of that, and I usually end up with about 8 to 10 sun gold tomato plants just off of one plant. But none of those survive here where I live through the winter. So I start all over in the spring with them. This particular plant, this tomato variety, I don't know anything about it other than I really want to grow it. I think it's so unique the way it grows, really much bigger than what you saw. It gets into a big cluster, and you can peel off the tomatoes you want to eat. And you'll have different sizes on there without disturbing the entire plant. And there's no waste. It's really cool. You can just carry it in your pocket. That's why it's called a traveler, and peel off as you want to eat. So here I've got the pot now situated the way I want, and I'm starting to throw some matter in there. It could be, you know how I build up my own soil. So I'm throwing in some stuff that's left from one pot, just extra, and I'm building it up, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'll explain more when I'm done. Like I said, this was done many months ago, and now as we're approaching spring, I want to get cuttings off the original plant because all winter, look how small it is here, it grew, and not only did it grow, I couldn't believe all winter it was throwing flowers, and it was producing fruit, be it small. It really struggled with all our cold weather and the wind and the rain. It did quite well. It continued to grow. struggling growing small fruit, and I'm really thinking of letting the fruit ripen really good on the plant because there's no tomatoes around. So if the seeds are viable, if the seeds can be planted, I'm going to be pretty sure I should be able to get more traveler tomatoes growing out of it because they wouldn't have hybridized with anything, nothing to cross with it. So it's worth a chance to try, and maybe it'll just end up to be a really good tomato, or maybe it'll be stronger than the original plant because, like I said, those seeds were weak. A lot of them never grew. So here I'm just building it up, and then on the top I'm putting leaf matter that I collected, and I'm just going to build it that way. And now that plant's got, what, another gallon of soil. And there it is. So now I've added in extra soil, as you can see here. And I put leaf matter on the top, and we'll see what happens because it's really nice on the top. But we're going to be going in the winter in the next couple months, and I should have planted it months ago. Okay, we'll see. My daughter did plant this, and she ended up with a tomato, so she got hers in the ground, and I did not. Okay, now we'll wait. Now, don't forget, when you transplant something or do anything with soil, you always want to give your plants a really good water. That makes sure the roots get in contact with the soil in case it didn't press close enough. It works great. So that is the story right now on the tomato plant. So what I'm going to do is you can see some, as some people call them, suckers. They're coming up on the bottom. She wants to see too. Yeah, you'd better not touch that. And I'm going to probably remove these, but look, they're already throwing flowers. I think they're weak because it's been so cold. So I could cut these two, and I can create 2 plants from there. In the meantime, I'm gonna let this cluster, look at this. See how they grow? Now, of course, this is very tiny, but it could grow a cluster of 10, and then you just snap off whatever you want to eat or use. It's fantastic. Here's another one back there. Can you see this one? Look at the cluster on this one. See how many there are there? A lot of them. Now, I can remove this one here, this one here. There's a lot of them. I mean, the whole thing is full of tomatoes. Look at that. You see that there? Let me see if I can stick you in there to see. Right there. I mean, they're all over the place. I just can't believe it's growing. Look on top. Now, these didn't cluster as good here for whatever reason. A little bit. Actually, it's still forming. I haven't decided when I'm going to trim it, but I'm getting ready to do it fairly soon, at least to start with a couple of them. By doing this particular plant, I know completely that this plant is a traveler because I'm getting a clone, let me step back, of that plant. So that's why I definitely want to get a few cuttings off of that. And then in the meantime, I might eat this one when it turns red back there. And then I will collect the seeds and see what that grows into. Now the plant looks terrible. See how brown the stalk is? It's not doing good at all, but I've got enough good growth, especially from the bottom, that looks like it's viable enough that the plant may just completely make a good comeback as our weather gets warmer and warmer. A good cutting would be off the top as well, but I kind of want to make sure that these tomatoes continue to grow. I've been trimming back anything that looks dead, like this has to come off. This needs a good trimming. This particular part doesn't look good at all. That might be a good one to trim right now. Get that in some soil and see how it goes. So I'll keep you informed on how this goes. And I'm really excited that I got one plant out of all those seeds I planted to grow, and I better get my act together and at least get a couple cuttings off of it. Every time I go to cut it, I just get excited when I see more flowers and then more tomatoes forming in the winter. But like I said, the plant would do so much better. This would be 10 times bigger probably if we were in middle of spring or summer, but I'm very pleased. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. And one last point. The thing is, the reason I'm not doing the cuttings yet is tomato plants are very temperamental when you bring them inside. I don't have a greenhouse. And sometimes cuttings in the house can go, well, let's just say backwards on you. Instead of doing really good, they can just kind of fizzle out because there's too much humidity in the house. Their stalk will get, the trunk will get too dark like it has here. It will brown up. And sometimes you can't save them in the winter in the house. So I was actually waiting to know that the outside temperature is getting ready, that where we can start to plant tomatoes. That's the best time to do the cuttings on it because the plant will be vigorous and wanting to grow. And now that I've noticed a lot of seedlings starting to come up in the garden, I think we're now close to thinking about planting tomatoes within a month outside. Seedlings, if they're doing it in my compost, then most certainly a cutting should be able to do it. So I think this week is going to be the week I'm going to start taking off some of these branches, and I'll do, well, or suckers. I'll try a couple of those. If they look good in a day or two, couple days, then I'll do a few more. So that's just kind of my ending thought. So have a great day again, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.